Hello pilots and ground crew, welcome back to my channel. I'm just about to do a little job that I've come across that needs doing. Alright, and I thought I'll share, seeing as it's to do with these tiny whoop styles, little mini quad things. This is me EACHINE QX65. You may have already seen it on my channel, well you would have done if you subscribe. But yeah, I've got a little problem I have to sort out, so I thought I might as well do a quick video about it in case somebody else has the same problem. The connector on the bottom, the little 1.25 GST, or well actually they're in MCX I believe they're called connectors. Right, my fault. When I was unplugging it from the battery, instead of holding on to the actual connector, I pulled it on the cable and I've knackered it. Right, and I actually bent it inside and split it, so it's not something I can push back in again, so I have to put a new cable on. So I thought, seeing as I'm going to strip this down to put a new cable on it, I thought if this happens to somebody else and they don't know what to do, I thought I'll do a quick video of how to repair it. Right then, so that's what we're doing today, so I'll try and keep it quick. Right, so I'll zoom in so you can get a better look, and let's get on with it then. Right then pilots, you know what I'm doing, so I'll try not to talk too much, so I'll just keep it short. To get the canopy off, right, like I said, just in case you don't know, there's a screw there, and a tiny little one at the back. I'm just going to get them out first. I may fast forward if it's taking too long. There are your two screws you have to get out. Two side ones and the back one. You do get a little screwdriver when you buy one of these things, by the way, so if you're worried. Oh, what I like to do is just tip the screws out. There's two. Come on, oh well, that one wants to stay in, that's fine. Get the antenna out, because like I say, I push mine through. Don't need to unscrew the camera, because you know there's a screw there and a screw at the other side holding the camera in place. Don't need to unscrew that. Aye, there you go. I've just I've literally just pulled off with my hand. If you can see here, that black wire sticking up, that's the ground for the camera, and I've just pulled it off the board. So that's another job I have to do while we're here. Hopefully you can see where it goes. If I zoom, whoops, wrong way. If I zoom in a bit more, I know it's not in focus yet, but if I lift that up there, whoops, hopefully, wrong way, hopefully you can see where the green, yellow and red wires are. There's a gap in between where the black should be that I've literally just yanked off when I took the canopy off. So I'll be soldering the black wire back onto there as well as. So there's another job, but still it's all part of the fun. Right, once you've took them screws off anyway, which I've just put down there for now, this the actual flight control board is just mounted on little rubber grommets. Don't get this all twisted up or the wrong way around, or you'll end up putting your motor, when you put your you could put your flight control board on the wrong way around, so it's not going to spin properly. So get yourself anything, a bit of tape, or out. I'm just getting a bit of blue tack here, and I'm just putting it on the front right prop. Now I know that's the front, so when I put it all back together again, I know the USB goes at the back, alright, and I know that's the front. So like I say, these are just in little rubber grommets, the flight board. It's a F3 board, but yeah, there's even, I didn't notice that, there's a little arrow there pointing, telling you which way to face the flight board. So long as you know which is the front of the quad, right, follow the arrow which way to put the flight board in. Right, it's a bit fiddly. Once you've got it loose, turn it upside down, right, and unplug your motors. Now you can do that first, maybe I should have done, but just unplug your motors. If you can get your fingers in, great, but I like to use hemostats. and then I'm definitely not touching the wires. Yeah, just unplugging the motors. Yeah, the reason why you want the board going in the correct way as well, when you plug the motors back in, your motors spin in certain directions. Just in case you didn't know, which you should know this, right? But your top right, well, the top motors spin in and the bottom motors spin in, right? But you're talking clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, in that order. But you'll know that. You'll know that. I've just lost a little rubber grommet. Yeah, these little black little rubber grommets is what holds the flight control board in. And there you go. That's it. And the green wire I pulled off as well. I'm having a great frigging day here, aren't I? I pulled the black off and now I pulled the green off. Not good. This is becoming a tutorial on bloody connecting a new camera on at this rate. Right. Use whatever gripper, grips tool, whatever you happen to have handy. I don't know how I'm going to keep this in shot for you. In fact, I have no idea how I'm going to keep this in shot. I'll tell you what, that yellow's a bit bloody loose as well. I might take all these off and resolder them all. Right, so I don't get mixed up because I can hardly see that. I'm going to write down on a bit of paper yellow, green, black, red, just in case. And I see on a bit of paper, I've got some kicking about in here, I've got pads of the stuff. Yeah, I do not want to get them mixed up. There it goes, yellow. Oh, bloody hell. Come on, you. So much for a quick video. Yellow, green, black, red. Right, so now I know if I pull any more off there, I'll know exactly which order they're going. And after all that, it's actually printed on the bloody other side. Haha. Oh well. Right. So we've got a few jobs to do here. And I am going to start with the camera. I'm going to get this done first. So I'm going to cut this because there's no point in me showing you this. All I'm going to do is reconnect the green wire and reconnect the black wire. Check the yellow. I might take that off and put it back on again, and the red. So that's all I'm actually. I'll try just so you can get a really good idea. Yeah, on there the wires have come off. Right, so all I'm going to do is solder them back on again. Alright, I'll cut this bit out. You don't need to see me solder a wire. Then I'll come back when I'm doing the actual job that I was going to do in the first place. Okay, cheers. See you in a sec. There you go then, pilots. All I've done is soldered the wires back up again. It's easy to do, and if you're worried and you get them mixed up, you saw me writing them down, there's no need, because on the underneath of the board it actually tells you your 5 volts, your ground, it's all there, wrote there. So if you happen to pull a wire off, like I nearly did again then, but they're quite tight now. If you're interested, a quick look while we're here. I was asked where the band button is. Well, that's your band button there. Right, which you can get at without stripping everything down, and that's your antenna for your, what you call it, your transmitter. Oh my god, the actual FPV antenna is connected connected to the top of the camera. The VTX and the camera's all built into one. Right, getting back to the actual job I wanted to do. Just move that off. Right, if I zoom in here, bloody wrong way, learn how to use the zoom button, George. You can see here that this red and black cable, it's your power cable. Well, I've knackered up the connector on the end. I've made a mess. I've buggered it, so it needs replacing. So all I'm going to do is unsolder it and get some spares. I've got spare connectors for, well, just about everything actually. These are 1.25, right, the MCX I believe, or if you just, I don't know, go on anywhere, eBay anywhere, and just put in 1.25 JST connectors or something like that, you'll find them. The cheapest chips. I've got about freaking 30 or 40 there, which I think cost us a £5 or something. But yeah, so that's all I'm gonna do, is change that cable out. It's not difficult, just getting the soldering iron turned up. It's gonna be hard for you to see. I don't know how I'm gonna, I don't know if you see, I don't know, do jobs like this and you think, oh yeah, I'll do it on camera to help people, and you think, how the hell do you get it on camera? I won't mind, I've actually got a setup, right, with an overhead camera, but I ain't actually got it set up at the moment. All I'm going to do is unsolder this red and black here and put a new cable in. But this is really showing you how to get at it. There's the old one, right. There's no need to keep them, right. A lot of people think, oh, I'll keep that, it might come in handy, and all you'll do is end up using it again, right, and then realise, oh, that's the broken one, after you've messed about and everything. So just throw the bleeding thing in the bin straight away. I've already got one here cut to size and ready to go. Right, I can't remember which side was black and which side was red. So hopefully on this side of the board you'll have an indicator, which you have. Ground is to the middle and plus is to the outside. So now I'll turn it round again so I can get at it. Yeah, it says that way if I show you that way, which is west, but ground's in the middle and to the near side or the outside is red. So that's all I'm going to do, is solder on the new cable, and it's as simple as that. I mean, I could end this video right now, alright, because I've shown you how to open it, take the screws off. Right, you know what to do if the camera comes loose, and that's all marked here where to resolder the camera, and you know that's marked ground and live, red and black, so it's all marked up and you know how to open it up. So I'll just tap that on there. That's one, and just tap the red one in. That's two. Hold it. That's it. Job done. That's the job done. So it's as simple as that. All it is now is put everything back together again. And you already know which is the front because you put your little bit of blue tack or whatever on. You know which way the board needs to be facing because, as I said, there's an arrow on it, which I'd never spotted before. I just know because the USB is at the back. Now, one thing I will say though, when you're sliding this back in, make sure your new cable, you don't sort of like trap it, you don't want to be putting it through where the props are or whatever. Make sure it's going through in an area where it's not going to get trapped on anything. So before you even cover out up, double check it, turn it over, have a quick look, which I know I'm happy with that. Right, now it's just a case of getting everything back in. I'm going to start at the ends. I'll either cut this all out or fast forward because it's just messing about, a slow tedious job. Plugging the bloody board back up, getting it in the grommets. I thought I did. I pull the bloody cable off again. Arrgh. The yellow one this time. Jesus H. Well, I don't have to take it out again because I can get at that from while it's actually in here. While the board's in. Just like the other cable, the power cable, it had to come out because it was underneath. Well, that's all the cables I've bloody replaced then. Right, I'm going to jump again because all I'm doing here is reconnecting the yellow cable because I just pulled it off. As you can see, these things are very, you need a delicate touch, which obviously I have not got, but you need a delicate touch, or take all the cables off and whack thicker ones on, which I may do in the future. If this bloody happens again, I may just take all these cables off and whack thicker ones on, because these are thin. Fiddly jobs. I probably know I'm not in shot. Can't get my bloody fingers in now. No, I know I'm not in shot. That got it. No, it didn't. Son of a... That did. Not a great soldering joint, but a soldering joint nevertheless. Right then, now it's just a case of tuck everything to bed, screw everything back up, plug in the motors again, and we're off. I'm still got the video running. Actually, I've only got them two to plug in. There's my extra cable. That's it. Yeah, she's done. She's back ready again. That's it. This video's going on way too long just to show you one simple thing. But that's how you connect up a new power cable if you have to. And at the same time, you know, to resolder the camera if the wires come out. And all the names, as in the names of the wires, the ground, the lav, the video, which was the yellow one, all the names are on the board, so it's not a problem, it's easy to do. Right, I'm going to cut the video there, and sorry it sort of went on and it went off in the wrong direction completely, but yeah, so thanks for watching and cheers.